What's up, everybody? Iojiki here. Welcome back to the Magic the Gathering IKORIA preview streamer event thing. We are playing the IKORIA a day before it comes out, so huge shout outs to Wizards of the Coast for giving me an account fully stocked with a bunch of goodies, like crazy amounts of gems and crazy amounts of wild cards and stuff. We just got done playing some sealed. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you check out that video. It should be the video that was before this one, so I'll have both of them uploaded up there. But we're gonna play some constructed now. I was kind of messing around with some decks off stream, kind of like theory crafting and stuff with a friend of mine, and we came up with a couple of ideas. But if you guys have any other ideas that you'd like to see, let me know while we're doing this constructed bit. And I'll kind of go over the deck that we kind of came up with at first to pilot it, and then I think we're also going to be doing some. I really want to try some mutate stuff with Crystalline Giant. Seems really fun to do, so we'll probably build a mutate deck after we test this deck for a little bit, unless you guys have any other ideas. So let's go ahead and do this. Let me go over the deck real fast that I had. This deck I'm calling Monsoon Season right now. There's a lot of hurricanes and stuff going on in here. So yeah, let's go over this deck a little bit. This deck is a cycling deck that's kind of based around Ominous Seas with drawing cards and some other cool stuff. So the deck is really focused around Unpredictable Cyclone, which is just a card that I saw spoiled that I really wanted to build around. I'm kind of a player that likes to build around one or two types of cards and kind of like center the deck around that. I think it's really interesting. So this is like screamed build around me. So this says if a cycling ability of another non-land card would cause you to draw a card, instead you exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a card that shares a card type with the cycled card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then you put the exiled cards that weren't cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. So basically this kind of harkens back to the randomness of like Warp World or like Possibility Storm, I think is what it's called. So it's just with cycling. So it lets you cast cards for free, like the ultimatums. So the way that this deck kind of works is it's structured in a sense that the only things in sorcery are like the ultimatums that you have, and you also have Boon of the Wishgiver, which is it's a sorcery to let you draw 4 cards that you can cycle for 1. It's like cycle 1, draw a card, and then play a different. So basically with this you could pay 1 to draw. Well, if you have Unpredictable Cyclone out, you could hit Boon of the Wishgiver, draw 4 cards for 1 mana, which is kind of neat. Seems pretty good. And you could also cast one of these ultimatums, which seems pretty good to draw cards. So there's a lot of card drawing in here. Shark Typhoon draws you cards and creates a shark. And Idyllic Tutor lets you get things like Unpredictable Cyclone if you don't have it. If you do have Unpredictable Cyclone, you can, and you hit Idyllic Tutor maybe off of Boon of the Wishgiver trigger, then you can cast it and get, Shark Typhoon, which is actually an enchantment, to your hand, and then cycle it away. You can get Unpredictable Cyclone to cycle it away to get another trigger. Sometimes in that instance, getting Unpredictable Cyclone off the Idyllic Tutor seems a little bit better, because then you can just pay 2 and cycle it and get another something. So, and it also takes an Unpredictable Cyclone out of your deck, because having more than one is kind of unnecessary. Fire Prophecy is in here to deal damage to creatures if they're trying to aggro us early. Late game, it's kind of if you have a Ruinous Ultimatum in your hand, you're never going to be able to cast it. Or if you have a land or whatever, you can put a card from your hand on the bottom and draw another card, so that's good. Draenei Stinger is kind of a dissuading of attacks, but also kind of gets in some damage a little bit. Footfall Crater is kind of a tech card here. You can hit it off of Unpredictable Cyclone. You can hit it if you cycle a Shark Typhoon, and then it'll come in play and give your Shark Typhoon token haste. This one's kind of like a weird flex, I'm not sure. Plus it cycles for 1 itself, so that's kind of good. And then Ominous Seas is kind of like the big the big thing, because ideally we're going to be drawing a lot of cards, creating a bunch of tokens. If you get multiples of these, you can cycle them away. So we're going to try it, see if it works. And oh yeah, also we have emergency powers in here and neutralize. These are instants. So neutralize is a counter, right? And then emergency powers is also an instant. So if you have unpredictable cyclone out, technically you could cycle neutralize for 2 in response to somebody playing a spell, and then either counter it for 2. So that's pretty good. Or you can just like randomly cast emergency powers, which is good. You can also cast emergency powers if you get up to that mana and you have ultimatums in your hand and you don't have a cyclone yet. You can emergency powers and then on your turn and put a cyclone into play. So there's a lot of cool stuff that we have built here. I honestly have no idea how it's going to work, but we're going to try it. So let's do monsoon season. We had our leftovers deck from the last streaming event. If you guys want to go check that out, it's in the YouTube playlist. We did whatever the last set was. I forget. The gingerbread set, the fantasy set. We also did Theros, I think, as well in the last set. I'm pretty sure we did Theros. Should be up there on the event. So, all right, let's play this deck and see what we got. We're probably gonna get rolled because I don't play a whole lot of constructed, but it's gonna be fun to see if we can get this to work anyway. Well, this is a weird hand. We can play it. It's not ideal. It's going to be pretty slow. But we can cycle Boon of the Wishgiver early. I don't know. Let's keep it. Let's try it. If we're playing against an aggro deck or like a control deck otherwise, like we might get screwed, but that's fine. Gonna play out a little slow. Tapped. Sometimes I've noticed that when playing these constructed sections of the events, a lot of people aren't trying new cards. Like sometimes they try new cards, but it seems like a lot of times they try and rework old decks, which is not ideal, but it's a thing. Let's go ahead and play Steam Vents. We'll play that into play tapped. Just not taking that much. I'd like to not cycle Boon of the Wishgiver if I need to, but we also need to draw into stuff. So maybe we cycle it early. I can get it back later with Mystic Sanctuary. Oh god. Oh, so we're playing a cat deck. I'm interested why he didn't. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I think we cycle Boon here. It feels kind of bad, but we're going to cycle it anyway. Oh, we drew another Boon. Awesome. Drana Stinger is good. Let's play... We can play Hollowed Fountain. We'll pay the 2 life. Play Drana Stinger. I feel like I have to aggressively cycle a little bit more than I'd want to. But again, we're up against aggro. I haven't really tested this deck against aggro decks, so I'll be interested to see. Probably should have molds for Cyclone, but that's fine. Oh, it just plays Orphan Guard in its deck. It's not as a companion. Interesting. All right. That's a bummer. Okay, let's go ahead and cycle this. Man, we're just drawing into boons. What the heck? It's unfortunate because if I play this, I'm only going to get a 2/2 Shark Typhoon token, which is enough to block like Orphan Guard, but I'm still going to take 4 plus the 2 from the Hollowed Fountain. I guess we do it anyway. I think I need to try and get a better mana fixing besides the shocks, because I feel like I'm taking too much damage from shocks myself. Well, let me know what you guys think. Okay. Let's go ahead and cycle this. There's a footfall crater. Not ideal. I wonder if instead of Dranith Stinger, if we do Dranith Healer instead, just to give a little bit of life gain. Hushbringer, huh? Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this. Go down to 6. Oh god, it sucks so bad. Alright, we can Shark Typhoon again, but we'll work on the mana base and swap the life gains and stuff. I don't know if we need the damage with the amount of like typhoons and stuff we can create. So I think the healers might be a better slot to try and survive. Okay. We can kill the Hushbringer. Oh, we can't kill the Hushbringer now. Good God. What a deck. Guess we killed the Pride Mate. Okay. So I'd like to Fire Prophecy, but I can't Fire Prophecy the Mystic Sanctuary it back to my hand, which feels bad. Actually, well, let's try it. Yeah, I can if I cycle. Yes, so we're going to put Ruinous Ultimatum in there. Play Mystic Sanctuary. Get Fire Prophecy back to the top. And we're going to cycle 1. Unfortunately, that doesn't like save us. No, that doesn't save us. Good game. If I target Orphan, right, he still kills me with the other thing. Why was that a better play? I mean, I would still die to the token. I guess technically I could kill the Orphan, then kill the other one with both of them. That's fair. Yeah. But either way, it's still the same amount. I don't think that there was any card that could have drawn into that. But yes, that you're right. That's the better play to do. Okay. So, let's take out the Dranith Stingers. And... oh yeah, look at this advanced filter that they added in. I forgot that they changed this. Look at this. This thing is sweet. No, it's okay. You can call me a dingus. That's fine. Am I spelling Dranith wrong? There it is. So we want the Dranith healers. What do we have for lands? What can we do with lands? So, have I not gotten rid of all these? These are all the basics. So we need... the shocks are nice to have, but I'm just taking too much damage for having them come into play untapped. I think that I need to probably have some of the tapped lands instead that either scry or gain me life. And then just replace some of the vents with... maybe take out the Sacred Foundries, leave in Hollowed Fountain and Steam Vents, because these are islands and they trigger the Mystic Sanctuary, so that's fine. Triome, we want to leave in. So if I take out 2 Sacred Foundries and instead just maybe put in 2 basic lands. Scry seems real good with cycling, that's true. So I could always take out the 2 Sacred Foundries and just replace them with Temple of Triumph. And then you have the 2 Scries with that. You're still losing life off of these, technically, but... I like how Mystic Sanctuary is like our only island. We don't have like an actual island in the deck. It's all of these effects. Let me do a quick search just through, see if there's any like lands I'm forgetting about. Fabled Passage you could always run. That's good fixing. Comes into play tapped or untapped if you have the 4. Maybe instead of Temple of Triumph, we just run Fabled Passage. And that'll fix our lands. I'm not really running into issue with mana fixing, because the thing is, like, most of our cycling only requires like 1 to do. Basically, we just need the red. That's about it. For unpredictable cyclone. And neutralize, I guess. If I do that, include a basic island, that's true. So maybe what we do is we go take these two out, take a hollowed fountain out, do 2 fabled passage, and then do an island. That way we don't have quite as many of these that are hitting us. If I played every single shock land into play untapped, it would only deal 14 damage to me. Shouldn't do that, but let's try this and see. And then the Drannith healers are going to give us a little bit more survivability, because I don't think we need the damage. I think we just need to like live until we can grind it out, sort of thing. Plus these Drannith healers maybe offset some of the shock lands a little bit if we're not dealing with the attacking. So let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? Be thinking about a mutate deck, because I would probably like to try and see how much we can push mutate. So this seems okay. We don't have the cycling card, but we do have Shark Typhoon. We can cycle these Boon to the Wishgivers early if we need to, which we probably will, to try and cycle into whatchamacallit. Let's go Rogren. If he doesn't go aggro on us, then we can... That's Growth Spiral, so he's ramping. If he's not gonna try and race us, then we can do this the best we can. So I guess we'll just do Rogren again, since I don't need a land for Fire Prophecy, and I can Boon to the Wishgiver at the end of his turn to draw a card to try and get into. Okay, double Growth Spirals are good. Okay, let's go ahead and cycle this. We'll play a Hollowed Fountain tapped, I guess. We have the double Fire Prophecies if we need it, otherwise we can cycle. And I can also put Inspired Ultimatum on the bottom of my library, because I don't really need that. Oh, he's playing Boon as well. Nice. I'm kind of surprised that I'm seeing Boon be played. Like, I thought I was the only madman crazy enough to play Boon. Cycling Titanoth Rex. Alright, seems good. We're gonna cycle then. Idyllic Tutor is good. Sadly, we have to reveal it. But we need to do that. If he wants to save up the counters, he has to save up the counters for it. We also do get Mystic Sanctuary. I hope this guy is playing like the same deck that we're playing. It would be so cool. Alright, he's definitely got mana up to counter this. So the question is he gonna do that? We can draw out a counter, which I'm kind of fine with because we have Shark Typhoon. Alright, let's draw out the counter or whatever. Oh, no counter. Okay. There's Genesis Ultimatum. Alright, what's he gonna hit? Unpredictable Cyclone and Yadaro. Oof. That seems good. God, it's trample haste too. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do Mystic Sanctuary. Gonna put Boon on the top. We're gonna Fire Prophecy. Fire Prophecy him. We're gonna put a card into our library, which is gonna be Inspired Ultimatum. Gonna get Boon. We are gonna cycle Boon. Sure. We are gonna get Footfall Crater. We are gonna cycle Footfall Crater. Yep. Then we are gonna cast Fire Prophecy again. Okay. Fire Prophecy 3 times. I don't think that we could have Fire Prophecy 3 times. I can only do it the twice, right? Oh, I could have Fire Prophecies, Sanctuary Fire Prophecies. Yeah, you're right. I was trying to big brain play that apparently. Okay, I think we need to no blocks. Here's the thing, if we no blocks, we're gonna really probably get wrecked. But I think we need to do that, whatever. Neutralize could draw us a thing. Okay, let's play Mountain. We could get emergency powers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could also make a 6/6 Shark Typhoon. Emergency powers activate. The question is, do we want to play Riel first? All right, let's do Riel first. Let's do big brain plays here. Cycle it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna put that into play. Cycle. Let's get Ruinous. Ultimatum. Come on, Ruinous. I don't know if it's been put on the bottom yet. Did I make enough blockers? That's the question. Let's go no attacks. Well, that was a pretty nutty play. Okay, so we need to put Ruinous Ultimatum in my yard. We need to leave Mystic Sanctuary in play so that we can bounce it. If we survive this, we can Ruinous Ultimatum. We can bounce Ruinous Ultimatum to the top with Mystic Sanctuary, and then we can cast Boon of the Wishgiver to get Ruinous Ultimatum off top. Or cycle it. Okay. Okay, it's gonna draw him a card. The question is, will we have enough blockers to survive this in order to do the Ruinous play? Okay, so we can Ominous Sea here. Let's activate that. So he can block Yadaro just fine. And then we go 7, 8, 9, and do that. And hope that's enough. I guess just to be safe, we block here and block here because they have the tramples. Okay, so let's do this play before I forget it. We're gonna do Mystic Sanctuary, put Ruinous Ultimatum on top. Okay, take action. Then we're gonna cycle Boon. Cast Ruinous Ultimatum. Oh my gosh, no! Riel, what? Why doesn't it? Whatever. Well, that's a problem with Riel there, for show. Riel is triggering extra times, yes. It's triggering every single time I cast a thing. Which is really hard, like unfortunate. This is a nutty game, I've got to say. I'm really enjoying this. Oh, we got triple boon in our hand. That's good. So we're gonna put this into play. Yo, this is nutty. What is even happening? Am I all out of... The thing is, I don't have lethal, do I? Oh, I do have lethal. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, Mr. Toolshed, thanks for the game, man. That was hilarious. Yeah, that was awesome. So, a couple things we learned. One, chaining emergency powers is pretty nutsy. Especially because you can get you can cycle into a shark, right? And then get a bunch of sharks from cycling through emergency powers. They're all 7/7s, stuff like that. The problem is with this deck, I guess the only problem that I had is the bug with Riel, right? So Riel says whenever you discard one or more cards for the first time each turn, you draw that many cards. So Riel should not be drawing us a bunch of cards, right? It should only be drawing for the first time that we discard a card. So I don't know why it's triggering. Let me go ahead and actually, while I'm thinking about it on stream, doing this live on stream, 27 counters on Anonymous Seas, yeah. And I only made one Kraken, I think, to block with it. So I could have made more, especially at the end of turn. We're gonna go to Wizards at the Coast here. Bug reports. What's it? Riel, the Everwise, is triggering multiple times on my turn, not just for the first time I discard a card. All right, there we go. So we're gonna post that. We're posting that in the Discord for IKORIA with the Wizards devs in there so that they know that it's a bug and hopefully they get it fixed. If not, I mean, right now, that game hurt us because we couldn't ruin this ultimatum. Like, it would have been perfect. It would have been big brain play, right? To do the Mystic Sanctuary into the Boon, into the Ruinous Ultimatum. That would have been sweet. But, like, it didn't work the way that we wanted to because Riel drew us another card. I think that might have been the first one that we played per turn. So I think I screwed up on that play. But I could have probably stacked it differently, like drawn a card off the cycling and then did the Riel thing. So yeah, let's try this one more time, and then let's make a mutate deck, because I'm having fun with this. So we're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna build a mutate deck. We're gonna play the mutate deck a couple times, and then I think that'll be it for the event. Trying to adjust my light here. There we go. Nope. Idyllic Tutor is good. Sure. We can play... Let's go ahead and put Shark Typhoon on the bottom. We can play Ominous Seas turn 2, which is nice. We're against Ormus. Shout out to all these streamers and content creators as well. If you've seen anybody that you like the plays of, go check them out after this. Like, show them some love. Let's go ahead and play Ominous Seas, just so it starts getting counters on it, and also draws some aggro. Like, Ominous Seas is also drawing some enchantment hate. So hopefully that they think it's going to be a problem. I mean, it is a problem, but... Okay, we did not draw a land. We do Unpredictable Cyclone, which is nice, but we need to draw lands now. So let's play this. Hopefully we'll draw into lands. If not, I can cycle some of these things away. That's the good thing about this cycling deck in general, is like, if you get screwed for lands, you can at least cycle most of the stuff away. You really only need like 2 lands to do some of the cycling, so. And then it's putting counters on Ominous Seas and doing all that stuff, so. Oh, it's a self-mill deck. Interesting. Okay, and so we are going to cycle Boon for 1. And that's really it. Go for the attack. Growth Spiral. Growth Spiral's not a bad idea. Like, if we were playing green in this cycle deck, I could see it as being an inclusion. Like, we're just getting land screwed right now, so. It's a Thassa's Oracle. So yeah, he's playing a self-mill deck, which is going to be interesting. Especially when we have emergency powers in our deck. Kind of screws the self-mill decks a little bit. We could Fire Prophecy, though, and tuck in Shark Typhoon for a card. Okay, we drew Steam Vents. So let's put this into play tapped. We're going to wait to Fire Prophecy probably next turn. I probably should have put this play untapped in case we want to neutralize something, but that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna just get wrecked on the things. All right, Fire Prophecy. Not a land. Oh my gosh. I think we're gonna wait though for we have the neutralized mana open in case he plays something, and then we can also cycle it if he doesn't. Tuck Tutor. We could have Tuck Tutor. Emery Lurker the Lock. What do you think? Is this a this is probably a neutralized target. You can get Stonecoil Serpent. Yeah, let's do neutralize it. I think that he could have got Stonecoil Serpent back. Would have been problematic. We do Rogran Triome. Idyllic Tutor's still okay. The question is, do we cycle Drannith Healer? I kind of want to cycle Drannith Healer. We don't really need the blockers right now or the life. So I could cycle it in a turn for a land. Or in response to Ominous Seas. I think we end turn. Because we can cycle and then remove Ominous Seas, get a Kraken at the end of his turn. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's solid play. He's just gonna play a blocker. That's cool. And then hopefully we draw into a land and play Unpredictable Cyclone. Be great. Okay, we'll cycle. Okay, we'll go ahead and activate that. Cycle this. Still trying to get a land. That's a land. Right. Let's play Mountain. Go to attacks. Almost accidentally clicked on the cycling there. See if he counters this. If he counters it, we still have the Ominous Seas plays. Oh, he's going to cycle in response. I was like, hovering over the button. So he keeps hovering over Ominous Seas. Like, is that what I think it means? Like, Ominous Seas, in my mind, should read, remove 8 counters, sacrifice Ominous Seas, make a Kraken. Right? Like, that seems less broken, sort of thing. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to play Fabled Passage. I'm going to sacrifice Fabled Passage. Get a Plains, probably. Then I'm going to play Idyllic Tutor. We're going to get an enchantment. Probably Unpredictable Cyclone here. We could get Footfall Crater, but I think I'm going to get Unpredictable just to get it out of my deck. Yeah. It's fine. Cycle that. Sure, I'll get another one. Whatever. Now he has to remove 2 of them. So I'll attack with both. So we have Rogren Trigo. If we don't draw anything, we can cycle the Triome away to get in a card. Hopefully we grab a boon or something. Or neutralize. I mean, he has to play enough blockers right here. He has to still deal with this Kraken. The Kraken might just be enough for this deck. So... One thing I have to think about is, like, would I be fine getting a Footfall Crater off of an enchantment search? And I think I would most of the time. Protection from multicolored. Well, sorry to you, the Krakens are not multicolored. Also, Fire Prophecy is not multicolored. Yeah. Cycle for 2. Ominous Seas. Play a land this turn. We got 2 C's now. That's a bold move, God. Let's see how it plays out. Yeah. Oh, gaining the life. Nice. Still alive. Song of Creation. Oh boy. Underworld Breach. Nice. Okay. Let's see. I'm really curious how this is going to turn out. This is going to be sick. This is cool. It's like a self-mill Underworld Breach type. Play for 0. So he's escaping for 0, right? Which is going to... He's drawing a bunch of cards. Play for 0. Oh, this is going to be cool. This is awesome. Ormus, good job, man. If you made this deck, then kudos to you. I'm expecting to die here somehow, but I don't know how. It looks like he's going to mill through his deck and then cast Thassa's Oracle, I think is the play. But he doesn't have enough mana for Thassa's Oracle. He can't cast Thassa's. I can kind of see where he's going with this. So he's trying to like use Song of Creation to mill through the deck with Underworld Breach, to exile the cards out of his library and draw cards with Song of Creation to draw 2 cards, and then mill himself to go through and then Thassa's Oracle. That's kind of what I'm getting with it, which is really cool. Again, if we draw Neutralize and we have emergency powers, it doesn't matter. Like it kind of ruins that because you can't mill yourself as much. But we didn't draw that. We just basically, the Kraken I think was enough. If we didn't have the Kraken, like if I didn't play Ominous Seas turn 2, I think that this would have been a different game. Because the Kraken, I just don't think is something he can just deal with. I don't think it's something he can deal with right now. He doesn't have like a way to remove it. The big brain plays coming through though. Yeah, we can just do, you know, good game. I do want to cycle this and just do let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wasn't the best last play, but GG Ormus, that was awesome. I like that Song of Creation deck. I think that there's a lot of potential with that self-mill strategy. So I'd like to see where that goes, because that tickles my inner Johnny combo player. So, all right, let's see if we can throw together a mutate deck. We might not be able to do that this fast on stream, but I'm curious. So let's see if we can throw something together. If not, maybe I'll experiment with this off stream and come up with something on release day. So let's take a look at mutate stuff. Can I look at not collected? Okay, there we go. Yeah, monsoon season seems pretty good right now. I like the place it's in. We'll have to play test that a little bit more to see. I think when it gets going, it's good. When it doesn't get going, it's not good. I guess that could be said with the same thing with all decks. So, all right. So let's see what kind of deck do we want to make that's a mutate deck? Ghidorah, maybe. Snapdax. That basically just gives the creature double strike, and you could deal 4 damage to target creature player, gain 4 life. Brokos. Oh, you can just cast it from your graveyard. That seems pretty good for us because it'll trigger the mutate. So if we do like a Sultai mutate deck, if we just want to mutate a bunch, kind of want to do Brokos. Let's just run 4 Brokos, right? Let's do Mysterious Eggs because we're mutating. Like our deck is built around mutate. So yes. So we want to do black, blue, green. Okay. Let's see. Mutate, draw a card, deal combat damage. This is just Sea Dasher Octopus actually has flash. You can flash. Can you flash and mutate it? Yeah, you can flash and mutate it at the same time. So that seems good. Let's throw those in because then you can get a mutate trigger instant speed. Polywog Symbiote, obviously. Baby Godzilla, gotta throw him in there. Whenever this creature mutates, you can return something. It's kind of cool. This Leviathan seems really good. Number of times it's mutated. So maybe like 2 or 3 in there. Whenever this creature mutates, target creature and opponent controls gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Could be good. Dirge Bat. This is the Batra or whatever. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target creature or planeswalker and opponent controls. That seems really good. It's also got flash, so why not? Man, I wonder if you could do like a Simic flash, not Simic, a Dimir flash mutate deck. It's only these two right now, and then you have Pouncing Shore Shark also has flash. That's kind of cool. Each opponent discards a card whenever this creature mutates. Could be good for 4. This creature, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Yeah, I mean, good. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of times this creature mutated. That seems really good for us. Great Horn gives us lands. That's good. I'm just throwing a bunch. There's no rhyme or reason for how many I'm throwing in here. Just to let you guys know. There we go. Gem Razor. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target creature. Okay. That could be good. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. This one is whenever a creature you control mutates, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's good. Gnar. Oh, Trumpeting Gnar. Yeah. Absolutely. Parcel Beast. If it's a land card, you put it on the battlefield. If you don't put the card in the battlefield, put it into your hand. The mutate cost is low for this, so that's kind of neat. Boneyard Lurker seems good. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand so you can get mutates back. Right now we don't have like any instants or sorceries for Lord Dracus. Exile cards from the top of your library. Until you exile X permanent cards where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. Put those permanent cards onto the battlefield. What? Yes? 4 of, please? I will take. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that seems good. Right. So the question is, am I missing any... Before we start cutting down the numbers, because right now, this is just a pure mutate deck with like all permanent mutate decks. So like when we hit Starix, it's going to be nuts because it's just going to hit creatures, and like the creatures are fine when they're not mutated. It's just going to make a bunch of dudes, and we're just going to smash face. We're just going to make a mutate deck that just smashes. So forget interactions, whatever. We don't need that. We got flash stuff. That's cool. So like we have Mysterious Egg and Polywog Symbiote are kind of like our low curve that we can, and Essence Symbiote, these are like cards we'll play early to like mutate on. I think the low curve is fine with that. These are 3 drops. Technically we want to look at the mutate cost, so this is like a 2 mutate, so you can go Mysterious Egg, Sea Dasher, Octopus if you wanted. But also the variance with like mutate is we don't have to play for the mutate cost. Like this is 5 Trumpeting Gnar, but we can play it for 3 and then mutate onto it later. This is 4. We probably want to play it for 4, not play for later. This is 4. This is 4. But these have like mutates of 3s, which are good. Mutate of 4 and 4 costs. This is a mutate of 6, but we can play this on 5 and then mutate onto it, which is good. This is also 6. So like our top of the end is probably 6 because Archipelagor most likely will not play as a 7/7 for 7. We could, but... So the question is, are we missing anything? Whenever this creature mutates, you can return target creature. Maybe. It would suck if we came across a mutate deck for that. This Dreamtail Heron gives flying and draw a card, which is pretty good. The evasion is good. This gives menace. I forget that they get the keyword abilities as well. So this gives a menace, and whenever this creature mutates, each opponent discards a card. If you want to get a little bit of control-y in our smash, maybe. Gem Razor. Whenever this creature, it gives reach and trample, and it's rare. Destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. So it's never going to hit any of our stuff, but we could potentially blow up stuff, and it could not be relevant, but it still gives reach and trample. Seems really good. This gives reach, but yeah, I think that's, we just need to cut down the numbers. So let's mutation station. We're gonna name it, give it a cool deck name. We'll mess with the land base here in a little bit, but I think I do want 4 Brokos. It seems good. It gives trample anyway. 4 of these is good. Probably we only need 2 of these Archipelagors. It's a little up on the high end. You're mostly going to be playing it for 6 as like an Alpha Strike, because then you're going to mutate onto something that's already hopefully been mutated a lot, tap up the X creatures, and then Alpha Strike. That's what I have. You can mutate with Dirgebat at instant speed too. Yeah, Dirgebat and Sea Dasher Octopus. Both of these have flash. Like Sea Dasher Octopus especially, you can mutate at instant speed for 1 in a blue, which is great. So you can like instant speed sacrifice a creature or something. So like here, Cavern Whisperer's discard a card. I almost want to do Chittering Harvester because that's sacrifice a creature, and you Dirgebat. So you have Dirgebat and Chittering Harvester, which will kill their creatures, sort of thing. Instead of maybe the Cavern Whisperer. Then you're killing the cards that they've played instead of proactively discarding them, but I think that's cooler to do at instant speed than make them discard a card. So I think I'm going to do Chittering Harvester. Boneyard Lurker is good. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Whatever gets destroyed, you just bring it back. Is it good at 4 of? I'm not sure. It's a 4/4 for 4 that mutates for 4. So like it's in your 4 slot, which seems really good. Migratory Greathorn seems really good for... This is a ramp, right? So I'm going to up that to 4. The problem is I want to play all of these. Mysterious Egg, I'm going to keep at 4. Let's go from the top bottom. Mysterious Egg, 4 Polywog Symbiotes, obviously. 4 of these is good to just stall, gain life, and make better. You say 2 Lurkers? Really? Okay. Let's cut down two Lurkers for now. Sea Dasher Octopus seems really good. It's a 2/2 that you can just mutate on something whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. If anything, it's a easy way to trigger mutate quickly and cheaply. Trumpeting Gnar is good, but I think maybe not as a 4 of, maybe like a 3 of. Or like a 2 of even. Dirgebat seems really good. Hemophage is fine at like 3 of. It gives death touch to a creature. 2 or 3 times bat, not 4. Okay, so it depends on if I put in Chittering Harvester. I could do let's see, that's 5, 4, 5, 6. That's the mutates. I think 3 Dirge Bats is fine. Then maybe we don't need Chittering Harvester if we have the Dirge Bats. I think that's fine. We take that out. Greathorn, I'm fine with 4 of. Gem Razors. Gem Razor seems more like a tech card. It's good. It's a 4/4 for 4. That's also good to give reach and trample to something, but that's about it. It seems like it's a better sideboard card if you're playing in multiples, you know? So I think I'm going to cut Gem Razor as much as I like it. I mean, you got like 5 more cards. I guess maybe we don't need full stacks on these. I can maybe do 3 symbiotes, three of each symbiote, 3 eggs. Mysterious egg, though, I kind of want to have. I kind of want to have a mysterious egg every single turn, right? We have not collected. Good. Okay. This mysterious egg, where is that? Egg. Okay. So Stark seems really good, but I guess maybe we don't need 4 of those. Brocus probably we don't need 4 of. And then if I cut egg, we'll maybe cut 1 Polywog, cut 1 symbiote, 1 Sea Dasher. That seems fine to me. We have 4 eggs, symbiotes. Chances are we'll probably get one of these symbiotes on turn 2. Or close to there. Seems good to me. Let's take a quick look at the land base. So for lands, probably want to run the Tri-Land, the Triome, I imagine. So that would be Dantha Triumph? No, it would be. Do we have a Triumph for Sultai? Yeah, Zagoth Triumph. So we want Zagoth Triumphs. Can run a Mori as a companion. What? Oh, you're right, because we're playing creatures. Good call. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wait a sec. Yes. Is that not the case? Oh, Mori is as a collector. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, what is going on here? So let's craft those. And Mori is the companion. That's a good call on a Mori. Okay. Back to lands. Should have enabled companion filtering. That would have been cool. Super good. All right, so we want Zagoth Triumphs are good. Do we want any shocks in here? Probably run Fabled Passage. We could run Fabled Passage. Oh, we have basics. We have fancy basics. Who do you think I am? Blue, green, black. What do you want to fix some of this? I think we can run 3 Fabled Passage. Wait, why do we have planes in here? Why do I have planes in this deck? Was there something I was missing? Forced 2 or 3 of each of the shocks. I could go like probably 2 each of those. I'm not really good at making mana bases. Let it be known that I'm not. So let's go ahead and throw in. Let's see, we want Overgrown Tomb. Why is it going back to the... What is going on? Okay, we want Overgrown. We want Breeding Pool. Okay, we don't want 3, we want 2. And then let's see what the other one is. I forget what the other one's called. Watery Grave, that's it. Oh my god. Game. Okay. So then we'll cut probably 2 of each. And that puts us at 36 creatures, 24 lands. Yeah, YOLO, right? All right, let's try it. Perfection. Finally, something delicious. I mean, this is gonna be weird because the thing with mutation is like, do you bulk up one creature or do you spread it out amongst multiple creatures? Kind of interesting. Whoa, the lag there was real. And we got Polywog. We can do Polywog on turn 2 and then mutate onto it. Seems good. We also have Imoria on turn 4. Done. Need the baby Godzilla skin for that. My god. I'm gonna discard Brokos here. So we can cast Brokos anytime. And let's get a island. Like, Brokos being in our yard is whatever, because we can cast him on turn 5. Actually, we can cast him next turn. Oh my gosh, we could cast him next turn. Do we cast him? Do we cast Brokos onto Greathorn? Is that too greedy? So we can cast it for 4. Do it? All right. I'll just go for the face, I guess. While I have the chance before he blows it up. Oh, he has Karuga. I didn't even notice that. It's weird he's like playing Karuga with like a elemental build here. So we can mutate onto that. We can do Starix onto him. So Starix mutates for 5, 1 less, so it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can do 2. I can do Essence Symbiote, and then mutate Starix onto him, and then swing. I think that's good. And we'll discard that guy again. Put it under. Welcome to Value Town. Did I gain life somehow, or?
Say hi to my fiery friends.
I'm gonna mutate onto Dirgebat so hard. Hopefully his focus is on Brokos here. Foco on Broko. Know what I mean? So we're gonna mutate onto Dirgebat. Okay. Okay, that was pretty fun. All right, let's try this deck one more time. Just maybe it was a fluke. Value Stone Express, baby. Yep, I'm so excited. All right, we're gonna try this one more time, guys, and then I'll probably be it because my throat is not used to streaming because I've been on a hiatus and I'm also hungry. So, this seems pretty okay. Yeah, let's keep it. I mean, it's not the best, but it's still a thing. We'll hit him with the hello. Oh, this is a human token 720, so this is actually a Wizards employee. They said that the Wizards employees are actually being able to play this game as well, so that's great. Let's go ahead and play Swamp and play Baby Godzilla. So we can play this tapped. Nice. Start cycling that Yadaro. We'll discard him. Ideally, we would need to draw land, so that's good to cycle through that. Nice. So sadly, we can't can't get the land that we want. We can play Polywog Symbiote or Dirge Bat. I think we want to play probably Dirge Bat at the end of turn. We can flash that in. We'll also do Fabled Passage. I can't play Imori because Fabled Passage is going to come into play tapped. I can play Imori next turn, which I probably will. Because it has to have, if you control 4 or more lands. Oh wait, no, that would work, wouldn't it? Because it counts itself as a land. I'm dumb. No, I think you're right, you're right. Well, we'll test it. Go get a forest. Yeah, you're right. I gotta play Imori. Oh, reverse snap. That's fine. We're still gonna get that effect to draw a card, discard a card. So now we can play Imori. Creature. Nice. So we do want to draw a card off of this. We can probably mutate the Imori. Can also play just Dirge Bat for 2. Let's play this. Mutate. Can discard that. And then we will discard that. Put it under. And then we will mutate. For 1. All right. There we go. I don't know, man. I think this mutate deck's got some potential. So I'm definitely going to have to explore it, I think, a little bit off stream. Because that's pretty awesome. But, yeah. That's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you thanks again to Wizards of the Coast for giving me the loaded account. I love doing these events for you guys. So as long as Wizards keeps hooking me up with the preview events, I will keep doing the preview events because I love Magic the Gathering. I love doing these events. If you guys do want to check out Magic the Gathering, I'll put a link below to where you can get it if you guys have never played the arena. It's a great time during the quarantine to stay inside and play some Magic. We will be back probably to do a couple of select streams. Not really sure what my streaming schedule is going to be like. We were on a month and a half hiatus, but I'm going to try and see, at least communicate if you guys want some more info on my streaming schedules and what's going on in my life. Best way to check that out is Twitter, and that'll be down below as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys didn't check out the first part of this on YouTube, I did some sealed events and that was fun as well. And if you guys are just joining in for this one as well, then I appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week and a great night, and I will see you guys later.